G'day everybody, and welcome to Book of Travels, Chapter 0. Why am I talking so quietly and so relaxed? Well, because that's what this game's about, and I will explain some more in a moment. Let's have a look at what they say on the Steam page in regards to Book of Travels. Ready your pack, grab your walking stick and step into a world of mystery and legend. Craft a unique character and immerse yourself in the enchanted lands of Braided Shore. Set your own goals and adventure alone or together with travellers you meet on the road in this serene TMORGP. So it's like a massive multiplayer online. However, it's done a little bit differently, and again I'll explain that in a minute, but I really want to thank Might and Delight, the publisher and developer of Book of Travels, for providing a copy of this to the channel for us to look at. I was really interested in this game, very interested in this game. You'll see why soon. As a writer and somebody who's written for film and done filmmaking and all of that type of stuff, I love story. And I love the whole idea in games of the ability to be able to write your own story. And in effect, that's what I feel this game's about. There's no particular goal, there's no quests, there's nothing. You wander around a world. And you do things as you go, you discover things, you find things, you talk to people, and people might give you hints on different things and stuff like that. And it's up to you to decide how you go and what you follow through with and what you don't. Really hard to explain, but on the multiplayer side of it, everybody who plays this, basically, like, the world is so big that occasionally players might pop into your world that you are playing on, and you may run into them. Now, you can't chat with them, you can't voice chat with them or anything like that. You can just communicate with them via emotes and stuff like that. But anyway, you can see that I've got a level 1 character here because I've already had a go of the game. I just wanted to test how it ran and stuff like that. So let's create a new character. Now, I probably won't go right through all of this because otherwise we're going to have like a 10-hour video just to sort of explain and go right through it all. But we'll have just a very quick look at everything, and then I will go through and create a character of my own. So form is a basic wanderer archetype used as a starting template to create a new character. Your chosen form determines a range of options and preset characteristics for your wanderer and can also inspire you to roleplay in a certain way. There are several startup forms to choose from, as well as more unique ones that you may discover and unlock on your travel across the Braided Stone. Origins, wind affinity. So your origins here, which is up here. Many different types of people and beings inhabit Braided Shore, Ashen folk being the most common. Your origin describes what type of people you're related to. Each type of being has its own strengths and weaknesses. Wind affinity. Every person has a connection to one of the 4 great winds. Affinity makes the cost of skills of that wind less, meaning you need fewer skill points to learn. Again, I'm going to stream this game as well so that we can get into it in far more depth. So here we go. All right, so we've got the Larker, playful laughter of living layabout, generous jester, bemused adventurer, kind of more like a Spurt character. The Ribboned, magic made familiar and fair, restful depth of mind's communion, forever belonging. All these different things, and it gives you a little bit of an idea of what type of form you have. You receive a buff on skill checks related to the Northern Wind, with its cerebral calm and mindful qualities. Now, if you took on Ribboned, you would your talents would be spiritual and physical. Physicals are pretty good. I think this is the one that I did in my first play. There is fighting in the game, but you really kind of want to avoid it. But there are also challenges in helping other people out where you do need physical strength and stuff. So if you have a physical talent, then that certainly helps. The Cleaner, a force of one, non-beholden, quickster, curious eye. Origin, Ashen Folk, Southern, social and spiritual. So born in the Southern Wind, you receive a buff on skill checks related to the Southern Wind. Let's see, what else? It gives you a little bit of a rundown there. I'm not going to go through all of that at this point in time. The Goodwood, safety is innocence, true beats harmonious heart, simple, undemanding purity. So mechanical, you are mechanical and you are physical. And I think we might go in this form at the moment, the Goodwood. You've got the Dimmed, which is widespread wisdom's journey, wise variety, vagaries of age, sage old guide, spiritual and mechanical in there. You've got mechanical and social here in the Veiled. The Mirtha, you're looking at social and spiritual, and you are Asken folk from like Western Asken folk. And each of these kind of determine, it's really hard to explain, but each of these determines how your character is going to be in game and how you actually role play the game and the type of things that you do. So you've got the Crested, the Weatherer, which is physical and social. That's actually a pretty good character there. Armored Pilgrim of Masteries, Scarred at Storied Journey's End, Vanguard Stormrider. So this character, if you wanted to do maybe a little bit of fighting and stuff, this character would probably be a good one. Talents are physical and social. The Mosswalker, spiritual and social, by common norms, unfettered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and create a character, and I will get back to you once I've chosen my form, and we'll have a look at background and stuff as well. Okay, so I think I'm going to go the Weatherer, Wind Affinity, every Asken folk descended from the peoples inhabited the islands of British Shore. So this is the Southern. Born in the Southern Wind, you receive a buff on skill checks related to the Southern Wind with its stormy and energetic qualities. We have physical and social here, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go that now. We'll go into next. Now, background. This is where you choose your upbringing and what type of upbringing you have. Growing up in the farmlands, you learned at an early age how to work the fields, care for livestock, and read shifting of the seasons. Small town, you grew up in a small settlement, learning to tend your parents' vegetable garden and heed the individual peculiarities of neighbouring villages. Big urban, you grew up in a large city, learning the business relationships between trade, craft, supply and demand, and the many-faceted rules of the city streets and alleys. I think we might go that. You can enter your own background story here if you want. Now, there's no currency in this game. Everything is traded. You trade for absolutely everything, so that's worth noting. Personality here, passionate, you can do attitude towards your companions removes many obstacles in your way. You and your companions run faster when members of a party. You are naturally adept at observing your surroundings. You can see collectibles glimmer more often. So this is with observant and passionate selected. And passionate, let's see, and dyslexic. So you've got to have a negative trait as well. You have difficulty reading and identifying how speech soon sounds relate to letters and words. Knots and letters are scrambled when reading. So we've got arrogant. You feel an excessive need to elevate yourself above others. You can't see an enemy's stats until starting combat. Fast talker, you tend to relate a lot of information in a short time. Your emotes are visible for a shorter time than normal. Gluttony, you're devoted to eating and drinking in excess. Self-sacrificing, carrying the burdens of others comes naturally to you. You gain a little less energy when eating or drinking. Waking up is a long and dreary process for you. You move sluggishly and cannot run after logging in or after resting. Tense, you have a hard time relaxing. You regain less endurance by resting. Wasteful, you don't measure things in ones and twos. You use pinches or handfuls. You have a chance of using extra reagents or edibles with no additional bonus. And messy, you lack any sense of order and keep your belongings in a cluttered mess. Items do not always automatically sort themselves into stacks. I'm going to go messy, I think. I don't think I'm going to go dyslexic, so I'm going to go messy on that. So that is personality. Let's move on to skills. There are many skills for the newly awakened wanderer to find. Now, as you can see, this is very, very complex. This is a very complex creation screen and stuff. So what I am going to do is I'm going to add one to physical on that one. And read strengths, tricks of the messenger, or mind of the tactician. So if we right click on those, your ward is increased when in a group. So we're not going to go in a group. We right click on that. Tricks of the messenger, you walk slightly faster when traveling on roads, which is actually really, really cool. And read strength allows you to sense the ward and force of others. I think we'll go tricks of the messenger for that. We'll move into the next one. Your appearance, you can change your appearance. Your eye color has different determinations on you. As you can see, you're committed to a life of mastery and dedication. You strive to live a life of mastery and dedication. You're totally committed to a life of mastery and dedication. You are committed to living a passionate and vivid life. You strive to live a passionate and vivid life. So you can see all the different ones there. I think we're just going to stick with Char, I reckon. You can select your voice here.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
We are going to go that one right there. Beautiful. Equipment. So what you can do here on the equipment is this is your inventory, like your equipment, not your inventory. Your inventory go in your belongings. This is your equipment here. Now what you can do is you can roll some starting equipment. So in this one we have an old spear with decorations, an old spearhead. This one here we've got a paper bag with local flowers, and we have ourselves a cape made of spare cloth. We can re-roll this. Here we have a patched apple sack, which gives us 2 burden. Fisher's blanket, farmer's humble haversack, a well-made carrier is a treasure. And it also gives us a bowl of wholesome soup. We've got some spiced flatbread, and we also have an envelope with a good luck kiss on it, unknown. The contents of this folder weed paper. So what we can do is we can store this, and then we can re-roll. This one here looks pretty good, but there's no backpack. I'm going to try and find something that has some clothes and a decent backpack. So I'm just going to keep rolling. This one gives us an itchy hemp sack from the Practical Wanderer's Travel Pack, and it also gives us a little bit of food, so a little bit of food down here. Now, if I wanted to get that last one that I stored, I could hit recall, but you can only recall the last one that you stored, so you couldn't store 5 or 6 different ones and sort of go from there. So let's roll with that. Right, our name, our first name, we can just Akamu. I like that, Akamu. Sipan. Yep, that sounds good. It's family name. You can put your own. You can put your own names in here as well. I'm pretty sure. So your given family names will appear, and all the members of any party of wanderers you join, your name will stay with you and cannot later be changed. Much power lies in a person's true name. Choose it with care. Your nickname is yours alone and cannot be seen by others. It can be changed or edited later. I'm not going to put a nickname in. There we go. All right. How did your journey begin? I was on a journey at sea. I was traveling on land. I was captured. I can't remember. And which region did you start in? Well, we'd probably start in the south, I would say. No, that's north. There we go. I can't remember. So we will start in the south. All right, if you want to begin playing with a friend on the same server, select the same options above. There you go. Now, in the time that I have played this as my first character, I had not run across another player at all. Let's enter the world.
The traders that lent you passage are cheerful, their spirits lifted by favorable winds. They call it the sleeping sea, and it has slumbered as it should. But names are nothing to wind, and winds will blow as they please. A storm throws itself over your vessel, shredding canvas and splintering timber. Your hopes and dreams vanish in a desperate struggle for survival. The thundering waves fade. Darkness blossoms into blinding light. They say that to survive a shipwreck is to be reborn. The sound of pattering paws is unfamiliar, and the voice that calls behind it speaks to you in an unknown tongue.
Karik, ekte kelim. Samram? Hello?
And here we are. As you can see, this is like living in a painting. I love the artwork in this. So tutorial up the top right hand side gives you hints and tips on stuff. Even the most prolific adventurers must sometimes take time to rest. To rest, simply click the rest action icon and you will take the load off your feet. You'll notice your stamina begin to, yes, okay, cool. All right, so what we can do now is we can actually wander around now. The idea is you go wherever you want and you do whatever you want. And it's basically clicking where you want to go. Now, we've got a Driftwood Collector here. So we'll go over and talk to them. Oh, thank the winds, you're alive. I'm just a poor Driftwood Collector. I have nothing to give you but my name, Turfu. I am called Turfu, and my furry friend here answers to Siji, or Sij. There is a pass just to the north of here that will take you to the city of Crossings, so just to the north. I'm sure the Crossings tea house keeper will be hospitable. The traces of your ordeal will be plain for all to see. You'll find the tea house just east of the large tree in the town centre. Safe journey to you, traveller. All right, so this is kind of it's kind of a thing where you really need to have a pad and pen with you, and you'll see why as we get a little bit further into it. You need to, because sometimes you'll meet other travelers and you'll meet other people, and they'll say things to you that are kind of like they're like, you don't get quests, but hints. They might say, such and such happened over at such and such, or there was rumors of such and such in so and so, and by doing that, it gives you a little bit of there might be something way north that you might be inclined to travel to, and sort of follow that story, if you understand what I mean. And the game is, I know that it's not for everybody, but the game is about wandering, discovering, writing your own story, collecting, crafting, all of that type of stuff is sort of, you're collecting stuff to everything has a value. There was a little sparkle over here, I think. Was there? Thought I seen a little bit of a sparkle. Now, if we go into our backpack, and you can see here, everything has a trade value, right? So that's got a trade value. That's got a trade value of 18. and that's got a trade value of 18. And with these things, then you're basically that's your currency. You need to collect things, you need to find things, and that's a bit of driftwood, I think. Driftwood dust. There you go. And you need to find these things, and you got to be careful about getting wet as well, because getting wet kind of doesn't help you in any real particular way. We've got wet there. Your clothes are soaked. Rest by a fire to dry them. I think it takes a little bit more of your stamina and stuff, to be honest. Now up here you've got your energy and your stamina here, and I'm pretty sure that when you are wet, your stamina and your energy goes down quite a bit more. So I'm just having a wander around at the moment to see if... Oh, a ghost. A shipwreck shade. Oh, this is pretty cool. Let's go over here and see if we can talk to this shade. Our greed made us deaf to its ancient warnings. Now you can see now we're talking to them that we're actually gaining experience points, and we'll have a look at that in a sec. If we just go into the character screen, you can see we've got level points here, which go up as you do things. We also have life petals. Life petals, basically, if your life petals disappear, you're dead. They're basically like a health. If you lose all your life petals, you basically die, and you can never play this character again. Shows you what your talents are. It also shows you your origins and all that type of stuff, as well as force is governed mainly by the qualities of your weapons. So if we had a weapon on that would give us force, ward is granted mainly by armor. You got speed. Speed's influenced by your burden, and then we've got a burden of 2 right there. All right. Okay, so we'll pop over here. I don't think we'll be able to talk to any more of these. I just want to see if there's anything exciting around this shipwreck here. I thought there may have been something exciting that we might be able to pick up. Now, you're kind of looking for all of the stuff that we're picking up, like acorns and stuff like that. They don't actually go into your inventory, right? What they do is they go into your where are we? Is it in your skill book? They actually go into here, and you use these to create reagents and stuff like that eventually. But we'll explain all of these different skills and actions and stuff like that at some other point. So, but for now, we're going to wander around and see if we can gather as many. You get knowledge points. It's all about traveling around and finding knowledge and sort of writing your own story in that sense. So, what's this? Okay, so to do this, it would take 2 types of spirituality. Let's have a look. The altar appears lifeless. Praying might kindle whatever power the altar is dedicated to. So basically, it's to pray here successfully, then you would need to. There was a sparkle over here. Then you would need to have 2 spirituality in your skill points. So if we go back into the character. We go back into the character screen. We've got spirituality +1, physicality +1. So I don't know what our spirituality is in total. It may be 2. There we go. Look at that. See, it's just looking for that sparkle. What's in there? Leaky perfume sample, trade good, a folded paper cube, and coarse hemp twine. Let's take all of that. Now, if we go into our inventory again. Oh, no, in here. You can see here. That's worth 3. Apart from its obvious uses, which is doing knots. Knots are kind of like magic in this game. A fine piece that might be worth more to trade than meets the eye. And this one here is a value of 2 as well. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit better than that. But if we have a look in the map, at this particular point in time, you can see we are down on this peninsula here. So, and we were told that if we take the path north, and then sort of head east, that we will come to that town where the tea house is. So you can click on there. Items are stored in your backpack. Some items can be equipped by dragging them into an appropriate slot on your equipment page, which is basically oh no, sorry, wrong hole. Where's our equipment page? Backpack. That's our equipment page there. So if we had anything that we could actually equip, then we could drag them into here. So at the moment we've got a badly tailored wrapping cloak. We've got a cheap hood, which is our headgear, and a little bit of a backpack. So I just wanted to sort of point out that it does have a day-night cycle, and at the moment you can see here we've suffered hardships and misfortune and need attention. We're tired. We are wet for 106 seconds because I just walked through there. You can also see that we're now quicker as the burden of weapons do not weigh us down because we have nothing in our hand, and it's night. So traveling at night has you more cautious. You do have to be relatively careful to be traveling at night and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to rest here, I think. So now that's sorry, I was just messing with buttons. These are all different types of emotes, and these are the way that you communicate with other players. Yes, no, let's rest, let's create a campfire, blah blah blah. Let's pick that up. So what we can do here is we can actually rest here now. So we will recharge our stamina and hopefully make ourselves feel a little bit better. We are no longer tired now, which has taken that buff away, but we're still wet up there, as you can see, and we're still a bit battered and bruised. So, all right. This is your character page where you may describe your background and outward period. Take note that other travellers may have skills enabling them to read your biography details. All right, so let's walk now. Now down the bottom there we have a battle stance. We have toggle our hood, so you can toggle your hood on and off if you are so inclined. See, we don't have, as I said, to do that you would need a whole massive amount of spirituality to be able to achieve that goal, so which we don't have, obviously. So we have some people over here. We've actually come across some people. Now these aren't other players. These are just uncomfortable gang member. Okay, that could be a little bit dangerous. Burly adventurer, seasoned adventurer, and Malku Su. Let's talk to Malku Su. Nomad. He's just said hello. Haha, you should find a healer before a mosquito kills you off, Wanderer. So we really do need to find a healer. You look like you've been kicked around quite a bit. You should find somewhere to rest up. Keep walking east along the mountains. When you come up to a broken down wagon, head through the passage there and you'll find yourself in the city of crossings. So east, north at the broken down wagon. So they're talking about the tea house as well. Now I did see something sparkling over there. So I might head over there as soon as I've spoken to this person. But this is, I'm just worried about that uncomfortable gang member because the chances are that they may actually attack us. What have we got? Torn, fanned, offhand. Okay, so if we just move back over here, here we go. This will prove to the get. See, this is where I'm in. This is where I'm in trouble. Time to decide. So if we don't decide on giving them something, then we will get into a battle straight away. So what I'll do is no, they've got nothing to oh, everything's worth so much. They've really got nothing to trade, so we're going to get stuck in a bit of a fight here, I think. Leaky perfume sample. No. Oh, so they want 50. He wants 50. We can either give him everything that we've got, or we can get into a fight. Now, I have not fought in this. Okay, I have not fought in this. We can flee or we can attack. But we have died already. Of course, it doesn't take Simi long to die, does it? That's the first time I've come across a battle in this. Running drains your stamina, resting or consuming enables. Your backpack is lighter and your confidence is a little bit. So we've actually respawned. I thought once you died, you actually died. What have we respawned as? Ah, it's taken a life petal away. No, so we're in a little bit of strife there. Look, there's a train up the back there. There we are. Okay, we're right there. I was wondering where we were. I think he may have taken everything out of our backpack. Yep, taken the really expensive items that we had. All right, what I want to do is I want to have a look at this. This piece of scrap might still have some small trade value. It doesn't really. Base trade value, physicality -1 and sociality +1. So if you had that equipped, it would give you +1 sociality and -1 physicality. You've collapsed from having lost all of your life energy. As a consequence, you have lost one of your precious life petals. Be warned, losing all your life petals makes you fade from the land of living. There may be no way to return. Restore your life energy by consuming food and drink, and seek out mystical ways or NPCs who can help you recover lost life petals. So that is going to be our our goal, I think. So we're going to head. I think we're going to head towards town, and I will see you guys when we get into town. If we have a look where we are on the map, we're at the train warden's house. Okay, this is the train warden's house. Now, I'm not sure what we can do here, but I'm pretty sure we can go and talk to the bridge sentry over here and see if he has anything to say. You look worse for wear. You should go get looked after at the nearest tea house. Go across the bridge, keep heading west along the road, and you will soon come to the City of Crossings. Okay, so that City of Crossings through there. No worries. All right, that's what we need to do. That is our ultimate goal. Let's have a look over here and see what we've got here. We're recharging our stamina by having some tea. Excellent, excellent. So our stamina should be fully recharged. We are going to have to rest in a sec as well. I do want to look at that as well. Blend of fervor tea. So you can make your own tea. Let's see. +3 speed, +1 endurance, walk speed. Beautiful. Okay, and we're on the road as well, which kind of helps us a lot. So let's head through there. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful game. It really is. Oh, what's this? Found something on the ground. Tar cube, simple hemp, message knot. Now knots. Here we go. All right, jade shard casting curious reflections. Let's take all of that. Let's have a look into here. That's worth 18. That's pretty cool. That there, the tar cube, is worth 2. Raw materials are welcome to trade commodities and regions. And we've got a knot, a simple hemp message knot. Now, knots are magic, and they're kind of a little bit hard to explain. We don't know what this knot means because we don't understand. We haven't learnt the language of this knot yet. So, by gathering knowledge and gaining. Oh, there's something down here as well. And gaining knowledge and stuff. Then we earn talking to people and stuff. Then we do manage to sort of gain the knowledge and the understanding of different languages and stuff. And we might meet somebody, another traveller on the road who might be willing to teach us another language or a language of a certain type of knot and stuff. And then we can, by meeting those people, he or she might want us to do something for them, not like a quest, but kind of like a quest, and in return they will teach us. So, which is actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool way. But as you can see, it's all about wandering around and making your own story, finding your own story, and deciding what you do and don't want to do. Yes, that's the train. That's the train bridge up the top there. We've got some animals, some goats there. Got a cat by the looks of it. A goat. A little baby goat. Can we talk to the baby goat? Can we pet the baby goat? Yes, we can. Yay! I'm petting a goat. Let's go back here and have a look at this. Here we go. So this has given us a little bit of knowledge, but we still don't understand what it is at this particular point in time, as you can see. Which means it's probably in a different language, something that we don't understand at this particular point in time. When we get over here, there's a vendor here that we can talk to and trade. Here we go, a vendor. Let's talk to this vendor. Let's see, what's that? Let's talk to them. Yes, my powerful vials are for responsible individuals of fraternity of mystics only. I cannot sell my wares to those lesser folk who might use my vials for irresponsible, perhaps even reprehensible acts. Farewell. All right, so he will not talk to us, which is fine. We need to have a bit of a rest, so I'm going to just pick up this flower and then have a rest to regain our energy before we continue west. What do we got in there? We've got a cloudberry. A morsel of food will strengthen the body and lighten the spirit. All right, so we are here to travel west to the crossings. You have a look on the map. We just have a quick squiz on the map. We are over here, and we can travel west to the crossings. So you can see the map is going to actually be very, very, very huge. Travel alone. There we go. Not as a group. Now, you can group up with friends and stuff on this. You can find each other on the same server and stuff, provided you put the same attributes and stuff in at the very beginning when you're making your character. So when you're setting up your background and everything. Okay, lovely. All right, so we should travel forth. As you can see, if we right click, we run. If we left click, we walk. So who's this? A warehouse guard. Let's go down and talk to the warehouse guard. Can't see anything around there that might be... It doesn't look like a very good warehouse, does it? There is no time for honest folk to be sneaking around. Oh, this is no time. Just go back the way you came from, Wanderer. Goods keep going missing from this warehouse. We locals aim to bring the thieves to justice. Okay. That's fair enough. Doesn't look like there's anything around there that we can get anyway. We probably could have gone up there and... Old station master. Oh, there's something up there that we could look at. Let's have a look at that. Endeavours. Endeavours are challenges that require considerable effort, often requiring you to employ them together with other travellers to stand a chance to overcome them. In other words, there are things that you may come across that you won't be able to do on your own, that you will need to do with other people. Rusted beam bolt. But how beautiful is this game, though? How absolutely beautiful is it? It's amazing. I wouldn't suggest you always stick to roads, and the reason why I say that is because although we need to stick to the roads to get to Rehan's tea house, we need to stick to this road, but it's worth wandering around in the bush and stuff, because you do find things around, and sometimes you can find really good things. You can find weapons, better backpacks, other stuff like that. Just lying around randomly from maybe where somebody died, perhaps even, and dropped their backpack. So here we go. Let's continue moving through here. And I think we are getting to the crossings now. Backpack. I wanted us to look in the backpack. That's worth a trade value of 2, which isn't really much. This looks like it is the tea house, which is where we really need to go to get ourselves cured of these battered and bruisedness. Wind's mercy, traveller. What's happened to you? You look like you've been dragged through both hells of the underworld. Here, rest yourself. Let me serve you this, some tea, and then a hot meal. Look at your clothes. I have a mending knot and some cloth somewhere lying around. There, good as new. Oh, we have been. And welcome, traveller, to the house under the tree. You have the look of a Kalim about you. I would not be surprised if you were headed for the Dandelion's temple near Bat Sahar. See, now this is where we need to write stuff down. And I'm going to actually write this down because I am going to continue playing this most definitely. So Dandelion's temple. Dandelion's temple near Bat Sahar. Bat Sahar, there you go. All right, so I've written that down. And these are the things that I'm saying. You know, if you have a pad next to you and you can write this stuff down, then we could head. There's some type of hint here that maybe we should head to Dandelion's temple near Bat Sahar. That place has always had a mythical connection with wanderers. The shortest way to the temple is taking the road to the northwest to the Western Werve Junction, where you can catch a ferry to Bat Sahar. All right, so I've written that down. We don't necessarily have to do that, and this is where we make our own story. So, once in Bat Sahar, walk southwards along the shore, and the temple should reveal itself to you. Excellent. See, now if we ever head in that direction, or if I so desire to go up there, then I can do that. Okay, welcome back anytime, traveller. What have we got here? A shirt and a little meal, sweetbread edible. Let's take all of that. Let's just have a really quick look at our sheet here. So we now have a shirt. Now that shirt gives us +2 speed, which is actually pretty cool. Whether practical or fashionable, affirming wealth and status, feigning anonymity, your dress states who you are, or in truth who you would like your followers to think that you are. So base trade value 140, pocket slots 1. There's a pocket and a little meal right there. That's pretty cool. All right, I love that. I love that. So now we have a shirt on. We do need to do something about all that at some point in time. We've gained a little bit of knowledge as well. There was somebody. Who's this? All right, let's go back over here. I've got to stop right-clicking. Okay, so we've gained a little bit of knowledge, but we still can't. They're wardens. That's Barrett. Let's talk to Barrett. Is Barrett a? I think Barrett's a another player. By the looks of it. What can we do? Yes, Barrett's another player. Oh, that is awesome. Excellent. Who else have we got in here? We've had a look at that. There's probably a lot of knowledge that we can gain over here. There's a tourist there. There's a charsmith over here. Oh, hang on a sec. If we go over to here, we can read this sign, which will give us a little bit of knowledge as well. There we go. Should give us a little bit of knowledge anyway. So this is basically a blacksmith. Let's speak to him. Ho there, newcomer. I serve farmers and wardens alike and take only what folks can afford in trade. When the locals hear the name Sen Vasca, they think only of honesty. There's another player there. The Crafters Union tries to send me the materials I need, but I'm always looking for trade for good quality ferrite. Listen to me. Please, won't you take a look at my stock? Ferrite. Okay, good quality ferrite. So what does he have? Base trade value, trader's value, 1080. 1070, half crescent, main hand, 850. Protective mask. So yeah, here we go. Guarded. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. Trading. So you can browse the MP's inventory on the left side of the screen or the right side. So basically, just like trading, you need to balance. So for example, if not that we can afford any of this, as you can see, we've got hardly anything worth anything here. But if we wanted to say get that, we could put that in there. Now we would need to balance that, and everything that we put in there balances, if you understand what I mean. And then once you get reasonably close, then you can try and do a deal. So that's how trading works, and that's what life is about in this, trading your way to getting the goods and stuff that you want. So, but look, guys, seriously, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to stream this. If you would really like to see me do more episodes of this on YouTube, then sort of let me know, because it's one of those kind of really, really relaxing things. I hope I explained it well enough. I really do hope that I explained it well enough. And I know that this one's been a long video, but I think it warrants a really long video. It also warrants being able to see more of the gameplay and what happens in the gameplay as well. So when I got attacked there, I wasn't sure exactly what to do, so I got killed pretty quickly, but hey, you know, that there is life. So I will see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.